Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Maryland Darling Show. This is probably the second time I've done like a proper pen update. And the reason that I'm doing this update is because I need to put some pens away. And the other reason is because I got a comment asking me, asking myself to do an updated pen list of pens that I own. So I need to put some pens away. That's what's happening. So I need to find places to put some of these pens because I don't use them very often. Wait, is this inked? It is. Oops. That must stay out then. Do I have any space? No space at all. Okay. Glue stick, pencil that I never use, quill, another quill, a random pen, extra fine roller ball pen. Okay. I gotta put some of these pens away that I don't use because they're just sitting around collecting dust, not being used. I want them to be able to have a little home, so when I want to use them I can be like, oh, I know where that pen is. Bought two of the same pencil, same pen. Totally couldn't find the one I was looking for. And then the second I went to put it in my little thing, I found it, and I went, well, it's about time that I need to put some of these pens away so I know what I have in my inventory. Too many pens. That's the moral of the story. I have too many pens. And I don't even know if some of these pens work. So so this first package, I have my Tombow Furunosuke pens and my Pentel Touch Sign pens, and this is my Literati Dusk pen that I got at the Los Angeles Pen Show. Then I have my Bic Crystal 1.6 millimeter, a Pilot G2, my dip nib, my Kakimori dip pen, my Hardmouth magic pencils, Quickie glue pen, Papermate clear point, my first Papermate clear point. I keep it for prosperity. Pilot parallel, 3 erase markers, a pencil. This is a Uniball Vision, waterproof pen. I have this. I don't know what this is. It says 0.3 millimeters. That's the only English on the entire thing. TG 31880. But those are the only letters that are in English on this entire pen. Excuse me for just 1 second. Okay. Alright. Then we have our Sharpie markers. The pensive pen Serendipity with the oval broad nib. Jelly Roll white marker number 10. Random ballpoint. And that's all for that. Alright, then we have... Let's do the brown one. Let's see. The brown one has... nothing in that pocket. This has a Jinhao X450. This is the calligraphy pen that my ex-husband got me. Damn it. Excuse me. Alright, I need to move these because I'm going to put my other pens over here. These are some Artist's Loft silver markers. Hero number 616. A Keiko Retro. Another Hero pen. A Lambatau 3009. Vintage small pen from Pierre Gustafson. Pilot Petite one in black. This desk pen that I got from Friedrich. This is a Wingsung 618. It's a piston. This is a piston, hooded nib, and an Uli red fountain pen. A Jinhao X450, a Preppy, Platinum Preppy. Does that sound right? I don't know. Anyway, that's what's in that one. And then this one, we have all my Jelly Roll pens that I got from Jolyn B. Thank you so much, Jolyn. I love these. I use almost one every day. So, these are all of my jelly rolls, and these are Pentel Pentel Sparkle Pop pens, and some white pens. And then in this one, we have all my fountain pens. Almost all my fountain pens. Actually, I do need to put these away. So I'm going to do that now while I'm thinking about it. These are these are Pilot Friction pens. And I rarely use them anymore, so I'm going to put them away so they're not taking up space. Blue. Darker blue. Darkest blue. Fucking asthma. Drives me crazy. This is an HP Hewlett Packard digital pen. I need to unink this, but this is a Fugilong 902. It has a 2.9 millimeter stub nib. As a matter of fact, let's do that now while I'm thinking about it, because otherwise I'll forget. Okay. This will get washed out and put away. Alright. And that will go there. Alright. And then we have my fountain pens. This is Can Write Desire that I got from the OC Pen Club. Thanks to Craig Rockanova. This is a Noodler's Ahab. This is a Noodler's Triple Tail, thanks to Will Hodge. This is a Noodler's Charlie pen from Friedrich. This is a pen that I got from Goulet for $27. It's my first expensive pen. Things we think of as expensive. Then I got this one for a giveaway, and I got this one for a birthday, and then I got this one for a Christmas present. These are all Conklin Duragraphs. This is a Hongdian 1851 in rainbow. This here is a Pilot Falcon with an extra fine nib. This is a Pilot, Vanishing Point, Pilot Custom 912 with an FA nib, Pilot 78G with an extra fine nib, a Jinhao 599 with a fine nib, Jinhao 599 with a fine nib, a Yurin 401 with an extra fine nib, a Lamy Vista with a 1.1 millimeter stub. I have all of the nibs for the Lamy Vista. This is a Ackerman ACKERMAN pump pen. It holds a Zebra G nib. So it's like a calligraphy fountain pen, which is really cool. This is a Pen BBS 309. This is a knockoff of a Platinum Curidas. This is a Lombatow 3088 made in China. This is a TWSBI Eco T, because it doesn't have a round bottom. It has three-sided. This is a TWSBI Swipe, 2 TWSBI Goes. These are all Jinhao 992s. This was my first fountain pens, and they're all kind of a little bit broken. So this is a Moonman T1. This is a Lombatow 3059. These are Wingsung 3008. This is a Jinhao 51A, a Jinhao 51A, a Jinhao 51A and a half. The Jinhao 51A is kind of like the Parker 51, but this Jinhao 51A and a half has a number 5 size nib instead of a hooded nib, and as you can see, it's kind of bent. Excuse me. Alright, this is a Hero 613. It's a hooded fine nib. This is a Jinhao 51A. One really cool thing about this Jinhao 51A is I managed to take up this little ring off, and I'm able to pull all the parts out and clean them, where you're not supposed to be able to do that on the normal 51A. And I have reviews on all of these pens on my channel, so you can check them out. This is Jinhao X450. That's a 450 because it has grip section indicators. And this one came with a Zebra G nib. This is also a Jinhao X450. This one came with a Jinhao fine nib. Has a little Jinhao chariot on it. And this one is a Jinhao X450, X750. Has a round grip section, and it came with a generic flex nib, but I put an actual Noodler's flex nib on it. I don't use these pens very much because I don't like the cartridge converter systems. Hi Kathy, how are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? Because we met some friends for dinner and just got home. Cool. Alright, and last but not least, we have the inks that I'm using for this week. We have the Noodler's Conrad in Blue Swirl. If I could just have some focus, that would be great. Noodler's Conrad in Blue Swirl. Noodler's Charlie Pen in Red Swirl. The Noodler's Conrad in Gray. The Noodler's Charlie Pen, the Noodler's Nib Creeper with the original steel flex nib. And we have the clear Noodler's Conrad with a Fountain Pen Revolution Ultraflex nib on it. Oh, I forgot to mention that the I put a new in this Noodler's Conrad, I put a Yovo 14 karat full flex nib from fpnibs.com in this one. And I put an extra fine semi-flex nib from fpnibs.com in this one. Oh boy. Did you get mail from me? No, not yet. Oh wait, I did get mail from you. I opened it yesterday, I think. I know I got letters from somebody. Yes, I got your package. Yeah. Did you get mail from me yet? Is the question. All right, this is a Noodler's Nib Creeper. Only instead of the normal steel flex nib, I put a number 2 Waterman nib in it. And it's very flexible and nice. And then we have another Noodler's Conrad with a Fountain Pen Revolution Ultraflex nib in it. And another Noodler's Conrad with a Fountain Pen Revolution Ultraflex nib in it. We have a a Lamy Safari with a broad nib on it. This is a Waterman 12 with a very stiff nib in it. And this is a Waterman 12 POC. It's a POC because it says so right there. Oops, there it is. 12 POC. At any rate. And this one does not have its original nib. This has a nib that I bought from Pierre Gustafson, colloquially called Boinga Boinga, because it's super flexible. And it's just a normal number 2 Waterman nib. But this is an eyedropper pen. They're all very nice. I mean, there's a few in here that are... So I wrote you a letter and said that if you can find an Amazon pack of those, of these little jars, I'd buy them for you, because I'm going to keep these. They're very useful. Did you like the Conrad better than the Ahab? Oh yes, hands down. The problem with the Conrad, I'll show you. The problem with the Conrad is, the problem with Ahab is, in order to prime the feed, if you're having a difficult ink, there's no real way to get the ink to come out of the nib unless you shake it really hard, or you prime the feed and you get a hole of ink all over the page. So it's just it's really difficult dealing with the Ahab. And there's a little breather tube that needs to be in there in order to get the double reservoir fill of the ink, and I just threw away the stupid thing. I didn't need it, and I plugged up the little hole because you really don't need it. And I don't like the grip section. This has a Leonardo style grip section. It's like it's like a bottle. It goes thin here and then a little wider here. I don't like that. I like it to be concave instead of convex. If you put silicone on the piston, it would work better. No, it wouldn't. When you no matter how much silicone, it's always gonna stick. After you leave in this piston, after you leave it for any amount of time, it always sticks. I mean, I suppose the smart thing would only be to fill it up to like there, and then be able to pull and then push, but it's too difficult. When you have a Noodler's Conrad, all you have to do is just turn the piston a little tiny bit. These stick too, but not as much as the Ahabs or the triple tail. The triple tails. It takes a very special amount of finesse in order to get the piston not to be sticky. So I don't know. I do like the grip section on this one better though. It's concave. See, it's concave and not convex. The problem with using this Noodler's Triple Tail is that it's almost too wet. And in order to get a very fine line, you have to be a calligrapher in order to just barely touch the paper and like be on your way, because this starts out with a broad line. There's just no other way to get a fine line with this. Yes, it's very wet. I love my Conrads because they're nice and wet. They're wet enough to where if I need a little bloop, I can just twist a little knob just a little bit in order to get it flowing. But I usually don't need to do that. And I really like these 14 karat flexible nibs from fpnibs.com. They are swell. They are really good. Uh-oh. Okay, now everything is out of order. Okay, the M1 had to be... And then there's this Jane Davenport mermaid tail. Jane Davenport Incredible fountain pen. This has to be the #1 pen that I use with my Fountain Pen Revolution number 5.5 Flex Nib. And it works great. It's fantastic. Okay. And the red nib creeper. And the gray Conrad. Oh, the steel creeper. Clear Conrad with Plume. And the 14K. And then the blue Conrad. And then the clear Conrad, and then the yellow. I labeled this the yellow Conrad because I've got 3 of them. And then this is the and that is all the pens that I have inked up. Oh, I have 1 magic pencil, 1 pink Pilot Petite 1, a Pentel Clear Point pencil, and that's it. Those are all of the pens that I have right now. Actually, that's a lie. I'm missing one. I did that. Oh, I forgot. I got one other container. And there's my Fountain Pen Revolution Jaipur with, you guessed it, the Fountain Pen Revolution Ultraflex Nib. This is a Kaigaloo 356 with the Kaigaloo Fine Nib. I love this pen because you can take off the end cap and get at the cartridge converter to prime the feed if you need to prime the feed. It's kind of brilliant. And then we have a Fountain Pen Revolution Himalaya in amethyst with, you guessed it, an Ultraflex nib. And another blue Himalaya. This is indigo, I think. With a 2-tone Ultraflex nib. No, I don't like to flex. No, not at all. And that is all. Those are all of my fountain pens. But my favorite pen right now at the moment is this here blue Conrad with the Semiflex 14 karat. Let's see. this has an extra fine grind with a semi-flex reshaping, and I got it with an Ultraflow feeder. The nib alone cost me $300, but it was worth it. He's so fine, you can barely even tell that there's lines there, unless you get real close. It's pretty scratchy. If you know what a dip nib feels like, this is like a dip nib. This is an extra fine, and it's not as smooth as, say, a normal fountain pen. Like, it's very scratchy, but that's normal for having an extra fine nib. The number 5.5 Ultraflex Nib from Fountain Pen Revolution is probably the next scratchiest, but it's also very fine. And then the smoothest out of all of them are the number 6 Ultraflex Nibs. These are super smooth, but they're also a little wider. So you gotta take something for giving something. Anyway, that is all for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed that one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell, make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Right. Well, if you like to flex, then you gotta give up a little bit of scratchiness. But if you like a broad nib, I mean, anybody can have a broad nib. This here, Lamy has a broad nib, and it's very smooth. But I can't write in that fine of a space, and everything kind of looks mushed together. But you can still do it. Anyway, that's all for today. I will be back very soon with another video, so take care until then. Okay, love you, bye. Have a great day. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite pen was. And if you have a pen that you're looking at right now. So, talk to you all soon. Have a great day. Okay, love you, bye.